Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Optimize, and I'm going to be talking today about a fun strategy that you can use in any game mode, but preferably capture the flag. This is a strategy that requires you to either have the R97 SMG with a scatterfire attachment on it, or to have the R101-Carbine with any sort of attachment that you want on that, preferably the iron sights, and I'll tell you why in a moment. In Titanfall, there is no ability to have a primary as your secondary without actually going into a game and picking one up. There's no ability to do that. So here's a way to easily do that, and you don't even have to have a conflict with an actual pilot in Titanfall to do this strategy. Now you can probably see where I'm going with this by now. It has to do with specters and grunts. So let's say you have the carbine and you don't have that much of an ability to be in a close range room with either a shotgun and an R97 and be able to kill them if they have a good aim. It's very hard with the carbine unless you get your first shot, and most likely they'll get their first shot because they have hip fire advantage. So what you're gonna do is, if you have the carbine, go up to a Spectre. 99% of the time, Spectres are actually holding a R97 in their hands and are either shooting at your Titan or shooting at you. And this is unless, they're obviously holding an Archer rocket. But the majority of Spectres that drop will have the R97 in a game. Now what you have is a very diverse class. You have not only the Carbine, which is generally the best gun in the game, but you also have the R97 SMG, which has just recently had a buff to increase its fire rate. The R97 is a great gun for rodeoing. So you have a rodeoing gun, a close range gun, and you have a gun for medium to long range. So at this point, if you have good gun skill personally as a pilot, you're a very good diverse player, and you're going to be hard to kill because in every place of the map that you go, you're going to have a gun that gives you the advantage or gives you an equal opportunity as the other player, because you have those two guns. Now, if you have the R97 SMG, unlike the carbine with how I really don't care like what attachments you use, you really do want to use the scatterfire on the R97. This is because the scatterfire on the R97 increases the fire rate even more, and I'm pretty sure the R97 goes to its maximum fire rate when you have the scatterfire on it. This makes it a beast of a gun to rodeo a Titan with, and very possibly better than the Spitfire. Like whenever you're rodeoing and the person gets out of their Titan and they're looking right at their back of their Titan to kill you, you don't want those first three to four bullets of a Spitfire to screw you up and kill you. You want to be able to have something to hip fire with and fire back with really, really fast when you jump off. So all around, I think the R97 is better than a Spitfire. And that's a great video idea. I'll do that after this one. So when you have the scatterfire on the R97, you can go into a room that is close range and it won't matter. Even if you just hip fire, it melts them if you're by them. Just remember though to not have a sight on the R97, otherwise that thing is going to fly everywhere. I believe the only sight that you can use on the R97 is the HCOG, so don't use that. It was a viable option before they increased the fire rate. It is not viable now because the gun shoots way too fast for it to be a viable option to use the sight. So have the R97 with the scatterfire, go up to a grunt, and then pick the grunt, pick up his carbine. Now this is why I said earlier you don't want to have a sight on your carbine. You want to get used to shooting with an iron sight because every gun that a Spectre or a grunt uses has no sight on it. It is the factory issue gun in the game. Pick that up and now you're a diverse player again, but you also have a gun that will melt a Titan within 2 clips, and you have another gun that is a beast at long range. So you're a hard to kill player once again with how you switch your guns in different areas of the map. I'm going to be talking about now why this is a good strategy in competitive play against players that have excellent movement, excellent gun skill, excellent aim, and excellent Titan play. So in competitive play, most people use the R101-Carbine because it is known as, the best all-around gun for pilots. Most players use that. The carbine is, however, terrible against Titans for rodeoing So that's usually the cost of using the carbine. That's usually the trade-off. I mean, the carbine, it's pilot dominant. That's exactly why you use the R97 with the scatterfire. If you get up to a grunt, or if you find any sort of carbine, before you actually get into the fight, after you spawn of course, then you can simply just get on a guy's back with the scatterfire, and be that guy on the team that just jumps on people's backs all the time. People don't do it that often, and they instead sit back with their pilot weapons and just do pop shots at the enemy Titans. That gives them more half-life on their Titan, and that makes Titans more effective. So if you use this strategy, you know, R97 scatterfire and then pick up a carbine, it can kill Titans too, very fast, very well in competitive. And in competitive, Titans are life, Titans are love. They run the game. They change momentum, they carry flags, they're everything. They are what makes the score move in a competitive game. So if you're in competitive, I would suggest using the R97 with scatterfire and getting that carbine and being an avid player in mid-game. Let me just close you guys with this. Titans shape a game and can flip momentum instantaneously. Use this strategy not to only slay out Titans, but to be able to be that guy that's going to crap on the competition close quarters. Make plays as the lead in a flag run and capture the flag. Clear rooms of flag bases to guard and ultimately become a better player, and ultimately find success being diverse in your gunplay. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Optimize. If you didn't know this already, I am a competitive player myself. Most people who watch this are probably competitive players themselves and already know this, but I just wanted to say that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe or like this video if you have already. Thanks guys, have an awesome day.